Okay, everybody, today we're going to talk about the third level of influential rapport, respect. Now, the word respect is thrown around a lot in terms of people demanding respect or claiming to be disrespected. So it seems that there's a lot of both demand and unmet need going on here, which of course leads to a lot of conflict, since most of us believe that there is a basic level of respect that everyone is owed, but anything over that has to be earned. That said, when it comes to influential rapport, the word respect has a bit of a different nuance. For me, respect is built around boundaries, both the boundaries of others and your own boundaries. These boundaries, which make up the idea of respect, can be based on social status, celebrity, skill set, etc. And the person who has these boundaries will often guard them with grim determination. Think about it in your own life. If you're sitting in a cafe and someone comes up to you and gets in your face to demand you give him $1, does this cross a boundary for you? If it does, and I think for most of us it will, we feel that these invisible boundaries that we've set around ourselves and who we are have been crossed. We feel disrespected. On the other hand, if someone politely approaches, maintains distance, we often use the term respectful distance, and asks for $1 to get something to eat. While you might or might not give that person $1, you likely won't feel that you were not shown respect. This happens all the time in both work and at home. When we're volunteered to do something without being asked, where's the respect? Okay, so now you have an idea that these boundaries of respect exist for all of us. The area of conflict often arises around the fact that your boundary is likely not the same as mine or anyone else's. What I've described to you sounds like a bit of a mess, then doesn't it? But it doesn't have to be that way, and the most important thing when it comes to solving a problem is to know it exists. So how do we go about fixing this? It's pretty simple. First, find out where your boundaries lie. In order to command respect, you have to know what you're willing to be flexible about and what you absolutely won't. Without this, you'll have no idea where to set your boundaries until they're violated. And if you actually do not set your boundaries, you will always feel violated. You'll always feel like a doormat, and you won't command respect from others in that case. So once you have this, then you'll start to become aware that other people also have boundaries, because once you're aware of your own, it's much easier to be aware of others. And you'll have an idea of where those people's boundaries are, so you're not violating theirs as well. So here's a tip on becoming aware of your own boundaries, and it's something that you play with in pretty much every interaction. When you're in a public area, notice how much distance people keep between each other, and notice how much distance you're comfortable keeping between yourself and others. This is somewhat culturally subjective, so there's no real right answer other than to notice it. When someone is too close, you'll notice a feeling of discomfort, and just for fun, if you're interacting with someone, just move a little closer. A couple of inches will do, and notice if that person is comfortable with you, standing there, or starts to shift away a little to open the distance. Now, when you have rapport with that person, whether or not you know them or not, and they're comfortable with you closing the distance, that just means that you've got rapport. It's an indicator of rapport, and it's actually a good sign. People you already have rapport with will generally be more comfortable right off the bat, and sometimes you'll actually start off closer than you do with strangers. Take note of the comfortable distance in your next interaction with someone you're friends with or know well, and notice the distance you're keeping. Like before, slide a little closer. You're likely to notice that the comfortable distance is a bit closer in both situations. So, it's always good to contrast people that you already have rapport with people that you're just meeting, because that will also allow you to gain the skill set of creating rapport. The next thing to play with is to notice the language that you use around strangers, colleagues, family, and friends. It's very different depending on the context. More information on this can be found in Influential Rapport, link in the description below, and I've also started a meetup group, Applied NLP and Hypnosis group. It's going to be online, so regardless of, I know LinkedIn tends to do searches by distance and location, but this is going to be online, so anyone can join the group. And so there'll be a link in the description below. Feel free to join. It's all going to be on Zoom. So we want to go over a lot of really interesting stuff. I'm very excited about where we're going with not just the meetup group and the response to Influential Rapport. I'm also going to be doing an updated 6th key to hypnotic selling, so that'll be really, really fun, and look out for that. And I'll look forward to catching up with you guys again next week, and we're going to go on to level 4. Thanks very much, and see you next time.